What's up, everybody? How we doing today? Time to lock in. Yesterday we had what was it, like 8 plays, made 9 units, posted in my Discord. Um, also gave NDOT's Discord some love there, made them 6 units, I think. Yeah, tap in. Shout out my boy NDOT. Um, I don't really think many people are fucking winning 300 units on homers. I see there's a lot of homer content out there. There's not a lot of tracking for it. If they're not tracking, they're probably not winning. Usually that's how that works. So good luck to you if you are tailing someone with zero tracking or just someone with like the dumbest concept of all time and zero tracking. Just taking Aaron Judge, Otani every day. You guys fucking want to tail that shit and think that that's skill? All right, go ahead. Really don't care. Let's get to this game right here. Kansas City, Detroit. Looks like the wind's blowing a little right to left. Let me update this wind. This thing might have not ran this morning. Where we can at least double check it. We're up, what was it, 5,600 this month on Picket. It's not bad. I don't know a lot of people doing that. But again, you can just use your imagination on how much they're up since they don't track. They must be up a ton. Now they're fucking down a ton, and you just don't realize it. Let's see here. This first game, Detroit, Kansas City. I got crosswind right to left. All right. That looks updated. Let's look at Arizona real quick. Just make sure this one is the same. Crosswind right to left. All right. So the wind looks good. Double check it for me, but it does look good. So this first game here, Kansas City at Detroit. So what I'm looking at here, I'm scanning the value. I'm scanning these. We need these to be green, and we need these to be value, basically. Now, there's a couple of things that I consider it an official play, and it's not just one thing. Like, it's not just one stat. It's a little combination of things. So this, I mean, I'd probably need this slug to be like a 90. I would need this barrel to be like a 8.5-ish, I think, somewhere around there. Comb money, I think it needs to be a 3.5. If those three hit, then you can run it. If now, there's also sometimes the wind. If the wind's blowing in, usually those aren't going to make the official cut because after a certain point, just completely cutting those plays out, you win more money. At least based off this, I'm assuming that the stuff I'm saying is pretty universal. So like, I would probably kind of follow these guidelines even more so like when you're doing your own research. So there's no plays on this game for real. Sal Perez, you got a little crosswind. This is not a great matchup. You see this guy's yellow. You see this is orange. So if it was green, like this one you see is a little greener. This means that versus right-handed batters, Michael Waka, he lets up. I mean, this is covering a lot. All these are pretty important. So all the things that you're looking for, it looks like he allows to righties. I don't know why versus lefties he lets up less. Probably just a reverse splits guy. Maybe it's something just breaking into the hitter instead of away. I don't know. So Casey Mize here, like first lefties, fuck no. Like that does not look good. Doesn't mean he's not gonna get rocked, but you're gonna assume he doesn't. And long term, when you're betting against a guy like this, sometimes you just want to have some caution. I do see a hot, so this means that Sal Perez has been hot lately. This is also a spot that's up units if they have this little bang flag. Let me make sure he's not an official play. Yeah, he's not, but he does have a couple factors that I like. Um, plus 425, like, it's not a sexy line. I mean, for this dude especially. What's missing here is this cone value is probably not high enough. We want this. I mean, if I'm looking at one thing, it'd probably be this bar. Because that's up the most money. He's a 88 rating. So, like, I'd probably look at this rating right here. This is the bang. It's a new one I made, and I mean, no matter which way you test it, you want to test, doesn't matter where, it's up money. So, it's going to most likely continue to be up money and be the most profitable model on the fucking planet, most likely. Let's see here. Torkelson, and I don't just say these things because, like, I'm just, like, dreaming and hoping. Like, we actually fucking run every single one of these numbers and double check this shit. Make sure. Test it every which way you could possibly test it. So, I mean, I just don't see it not making money. Unless they put concrete in the balls, which, that's always a possibility. I doubt it, though. So something you need to be cautious about is there was a little heat wave, and now the temps kind of cooled down. At least yesterday they did. I haven't really dug into this slate yet. So wind was also blowing in every game. We stream in Discord every day. So if you guys want to fucking tune in, sometimes you'll learn a lot about the wind, about the fucking temps, about what games to avoid. And I see people all over X just have no idea the wind's blowing in 15 miles per hour. You know what I mean? So it is good to hop in streams. You might even learn something. I don't know. So this Torkelson right here, 0.21, 0.22. These aren't high enough for me, but Dingler is kind of hiding down here, 0.31. Still not high enough for me. 73 on the bang. Torkelson looks like the best play on this game. Still not an official play, though. But some of these DGen plays will still cash. It doesn't mean they're profitable just because one hits. Remember that. I mean, it might have a good day when it's, like, lower, but what I always do is I'll go back and make sure that these spots aren't profitable, like, during when we actually stream. I don't know if I should do it right now because I know you guys don't want to be on here all day. Or we could start making these 3-hour-long videos. You guys let me know. I wouldn't mind that. I could yap for 3 hours straight, probably. Let's see here. Let's go, Wise Torque. Not a play. Let's see. Riley Green, I mean, another good DGen play, but doesn't make the cut. He is hot. I mean, there hasn't been one single person to hit the ball to the warning track as much as Riley Green. So, shit's annoying. I mean, I'm pretty sure he hit 2 to the warning track yesterday. And the day before that, I think he hit 2. And the day before that, I think he hit 1. He was a DGen play yesterday, but I was still hoping he cashed because I know we got a lot of DGens playing that shit. I'm seeing maybe Torkelson's not even playing. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Torkelson's not even in the lineup. Must have just got removed. We don't have to worry about him. All right, let's go to this next game. Corbin Carroll, you got a .18, .19, .25. That don't really cut it, but you do have this 2 value over here. Hitting into a crosswind versus Foster Griffin, who is pretty middle of the pack when it comes to barrels. He actually is. You see this WOBA? Right. All right, that's first lefties. First righties, his WOBA's pretty high. His fly ball percentage is pretty low, though. You see that? We can check if Corbin Carroll's in here. I don't think he is. There's a lot of value on this right here, but there's also a plate appearance cutoff to where, you know, if someone doesn't get enough at bats and like usually gets pinch hit, my official list will not have that person because they end up bleeding us a little bit. I mean, you're going to lose money when you take guys who are projected to get 4 at bats and get 2 at bats. I mean, it could be the smallest thing. Homers, like, they're tough to win money. You got to do everything perfect. If he even gets 3 at bats, or like you project them at 3.5, even like you take them down a little bit, half the time they're not going to be at play anymore. Tim Tawa, see that one just. I mean, the value still looks good, but he's not going to qualify on this barrel rating. He's not going to qualify on the slug. He's not going to qualify on the comb. That one just misses all gates, but it says he's value. But, I mean, again, like this could end up being a profitable spot just because it's not right now. Doesn't mean it won't be, but when you add in a couple of different factors, that's when it really gets juicy. So Morenos, I mean, all these guys with this value, like they're not cutting it on these other props. Maybe what I need to do is like on the actual, I'll green it if they qualify on that gate, so then we can start. I mean, it'll just be easier to use, I guess. We can do that. I also do like these videos to be more of a like a research guide than like actually official plays, just because you guys know me, I'm a shillsman. I got my Discord. I don't want to piss my Discord folks off. They don't want me just dropping everything. So you guys want the official list, the real fucking go-to list, go get in there. This is still going to be the best tool you have. So there's not a model that's being tracked that's up more money. There's models that claim to be, but they don't track. So, like, what the fuck? I guarantee they're not. There's definitely a delusional period when you're, like, a capper and you don't track shit. Like, you don't these people will fucking deposit every other week but somehow still tell themselves they're profiting. Like, it's just pure delusion. If you're up money, you fucking go, you track a little bit. You want to know your results. So that's the fun part for me. That's the test. Like, I'm trying to make 100 units today. And if I don't, like, I'm going to know exactly what I fucking make. That's how you get better. So if they're not tracking, they ain't getting better. You know what I'm saying? James Wood here. Oof. Oof. He is looking quality. He better be a play. Let's see. Now I'll try to tell you guys what the official plays are still. I mean, you're on here listening. That's respect. Y'all deserve them. I don't see Wood. 0.61, 21, 117. I mean, he crushes everything. Oh, I know why. So I am fading. I'm also, I wouldn't say completely fading, like Xing him out yet, but for the official plays, I'm not putting any lefty lefty matchups on there. Just versus the lefty, the sample it gets smaller. We don't know if this guy's. I mean, Mitch Bratt. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Look, this dude has no data versus left-handed hitters. This is why I don't fucking fuck with the lefty lefty matchups. The data's always just a little more scarce. Like, shit's just not worth it to me. And I mean, I got proof that kind of says avoid it. I think it's like break even, which we're throwing break even plays on here. We're just wasting our fucking time. James Wood, now that's one where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna run it. Fuck it. Just he's plus 320. We'll run this one. Some of these, just because they're not on the official playlist, doesn't always mean that they're not profitable. It just means that I haven't found a spot where they're profitable. Like if we looked and combined all this shit, I'm sure this would be up with the lefties. I'm sure it'd be up a fuck ton. So we'll go with James Wood. I'm gonna sprinkle him. Let's see. James Wood. He's plus 280 on 365. So go on Novig and put an order in here. He's plus 317 on Novig. You could put an order in for 325. This will just take the best book. I need to list what book it is probably, but it's 326 maybe on like maybe check profit MGM, I don't know. It's 317 on Novik though. That's not that big of a difference, and the minimum make is plus 344, so you could actually put in an order and get higher than this. Well, I'll put 330 in and try that. That should work. Abrams here, 25, 22. See, the value does look good, but when it gets, so we actually do, I know this is weird, but we do, if it's like too high, sometimes, I mean, if it's above a 5, usually I'm like, all right, well, wind's blowing in or something where the model's probably just skipping it. That one, plus 5.6. I think it's actually between, I think we go above a 1.5 value maybe all the way to a 6. And after 6, like, I just assume something's up there, like, 'cause above a 6 it starts getting sketchy. A lot of the times I do see, like, if you see a 6, like, the wind will be blowing in, and I'm like, oh, that's probably why those don't hit. That's the only time the books are just gonna hand you a cookie odds, 'cause the line or the fucking wind is blowing in like crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So right now we have 9 official plays, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be 15 once I update this. All right, so Corbin Carroll, I know he's also in a lefty lefty matchup. That's a big reason why he's not a play. This comb is also too low. This needs to be above a .34. Comb money needs to be above a .35. And the value, let's see here. The value can be independent, so like that doesn't really matter as much. That's a whole different thing. $15 homers, that's it's a good amount. I mean, if you give me 15 tries at something, we're gonna cash 3 or 4 of them. And I mean, if you cash 4, at plus 500. That's 20 units. Some people, they really struggle with this fucking homer shit. They think 4 out of, if you go 4 out of fucking 11 and you make 10 units, that's better than going 9-1 and making 4 units. Like, they just can't wrap their fucking head. Like, your hit rate does not matter in this game. Dudes chasing hit rate are not profiting. Most of the time, it does look good, saying like, "Oh, I'm 70%." I did hit 78% in NFL money lines, but like that's completely different. These dudes are hitting fucking 78% and minus 200s. You know what I'm saying? Actually, some money lines. That's kind of my point. When I say 78%, some money lines are pretty fucking high. Actually, we hit it in spreads. If you're hitting in money lines, that's trash. 78% would be losing money in money lines. We hit it in spreads. I have a NFL's absolutely goated. It's the same shit. We didn't make fucking 300 units, but we made like, I think it was close to 90. It's a little harder since there's only games on the weekends. MLB, you get probably 12 times as many games. Imagine they added. Yeah, I mean, NFL, you just can't have too many games, but I wish there was just another fucking league or something that they play the same amount of games, we just get double the amount of games. That'd be the only way they could do it. All right, so a couple teams haven't announced their starting pitchers yet. So a couple of these aren't official yet. Corbin Carey, lefty. All these lefty. Some of these. Andre Shapiro doesn't cut the comb. Some of these are good DGen plays. CJ Abrams got that plus 5.6, but it's lefty. So this one, Curtis Mead. Oh, you know what? He's a 5 value. So remember, when it's a value, you don't need to have the comb or the pop or the comb money. Like, you just don't need those. But you do need this barrel quality and this slug quality, and he does pass both. So Curtis Mead, he actually is a play. Let me see this. Didn't I lock him in? I think I locked him in last night. We do have EV plays pinging 24/7 in the Discord now. If you're into the EV, you don't need to pay fucking $5,000 for it. I'm pinging it in the Discord and I'm tracking it, and I'm gonna make sure it only pings the most goated shit. Right now, if you want to wait like a week, it'll be better off. I'm actually kind of deep in the bag with it right now, finding what books are the sharpest here. It's looking like Pinnacle. I mean, I knew Pinnacle was the sharpest, but like, I don't want to just use Pinnacle on the. But when I test it, Pinnacle's up the most. Just running it versus Pinnacle. It's that simple. You don't gotta fucking pay an arm and a leg for that. Now people will say like, "Oh, check all these other books," but I'm a numbers guy. I go back and test all this shit, and I don't know if I agree with that. I think there's a lot of misconceptions, misunderstandings, whatever makes you feel better. Also, I've been saying with these EVs, so the overs, if you're in the Discord and you're listening, do not take the unders. Just don't. I'm also testing those. They're like 0% ROI. There's some parts about EV that, like, it's a little. If you just took every EV play, like, it's not that simple, dude. It's that part of it's kind of it's a little bit of a scam. I feel like you're just not gonna make money taking yesterday Kyle Schwarber under 1.5 HRR plus 110. Like, that should be plus 250. Um, that is a terrible play. Our model had the HR over. He ended up going over. I mean, I told everyone no unders. Like, Michael Harris, same shit. One of our top plays, and then EV pings it. Like, you can have a great play, and I can go on Novig and get it to ping EV bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could go on Novig right now and bait some dude into taking something that's like, I'll put a $2 of liquidity on it. So, like, yeah, he's getting EV, but is it even worth the fucking time? Again, I think hitters in general with the EV plays are just not profitable, regardless of what you see. I mean, you can find EV like betting against maybe some other books that I just don't have access to, but the books I have access to so far, let me see. On unders overall, I'm tracking. I have 42 days tracked. You're down money. Like, do not let them sell you this bullshit. Now, if you fucking pick and choose, like, there's ways to profit with it, but just paying for a site and taking the fucking plays and them not even telling you or helping you or guiding you or doing anything for you, yeah, you're gonna lose money. Not really. I wouldn't say you lose, because the unders are down like 4% ROI, but it really just depends. If you're running more overs than unders, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. You're gonna win some money. You're not gonna be able to fucking pay off $400 a week, but you're gonna win a little bit of money. Now, I can help you get that to 5% ROI instead of a fucking 1% ROI if you want. And I'm telling you right now, it's pretty simple. Just fucking don't take the unders. And the batters are like break even, so don't even waste your time on those. Other than that, you can make some money though. And if you're using, I told you what to run it against. Versus Pinnacle is pretty simple. I mean, just gave you some sauce there. And now you go get in the Discord. I got a bot that just pings you every single one that is under these constraints. So, I don't know. I mean, I mean, it's not free money, but it's proven and tracked. So, it's up 5% ROI. And I actually do. I've never been like a huge EV guy just because I've always made my own models and projections. And that's kind of why I enjoy this. But I think that, I mean, I'm trying to get in my EV bag a little deeper. And what I'm telling you is, it's just facts. So far in this season, that I have 42 games tracked. Doesn't always mean this is the end all be all. Shit can change. But I'm pretty confident that in baseball, this is the way you want to go about it. We also had a KBO play, or I don't even know what league it was. It was Miguel Sano was playing, and Osvaldo Bido was pitching. I think it was a Japanese league. I don't even know if that shit cashed. Let me go look. Yep, it did. Shout out the Dina Bay Stars. got us a W on the EV plays. Those, I don't know about those either. Like, those are some EV I probably wouldn't even bother with. I only did it 'cause Catman baited me into doing it. Alright, so now I'm having the EV start only pinging plays that I'm talking about. So, it's a 5%. It's a discipline grind. It's not a fucking money printer like they're going to sell you on. But it is a discipline grind. Homers are up 40%. But homers probably have a lot more variance. But I mean, if you're a gambler, dude, get used to variance. Quit being a fucking idiot. Start managing your fucking units. I try to explain this in Discord all the time. Like, the model when we play plus 700 homers, it's gonna go 0 for 20 sometimes, and your average Joe is just not gonna fucking manage his units, and just lose a ton of money like a dumbass. Then the next day it's gonna go for 50 units. They're not gonna be fucking tailing. So like, I mean, last night we made 9 units. Day before that, I'm not even sure, but like there was a 22 unit, or we made between Slugger and between Home Reverse, it made 50 units like 3 days ago, and we cashed out round robin 500 4500, and I posted it on X. So we had a massive day there. Then people want to start tailing the next day. It's just like, you're not going to do that twice in a row, dude. Homer's only going to win like half the time, half the days, you know? And then the days they win, you're going to fucking win a ton of money. So you got to manage your units a little bit. And same thing with the fucking EV plays. Like, I see dudes lose money on EV all the fucking time. Then they end up bouncing back, but like, they don't show you those fucking down streaks. Some do. I've seen a couple dudes. Shout out to those dudes. They show you after they make up for it. You know what I'm saying? But they do usually bounce back, as long as you're kind of running these things that I'm telling you here. Corbin Carroll, that's lefty. Let's go to the next one. If you guys want every 5% ROI EV plays in the Discord, they ping every day. Also, one thing with those, do not, if you see it like 20 minutes later and the line's different and the odds are different, do not take it. Like, the other day, last night, Zevy Matthews, I even told people, I said, hey, Zevy Matthews pitching outs looks pretty good, right? And it was under. And it was, the fair odds were plus 130. And it pinged him at plus 143. So I said it looked good, right? I went to take it, and it changed to plus 130. What did my dumbass do? So that was his fair odds. So there was no more value on it at plus 130. And what did I do? I fucking still clicked that button because I'm a dumbass. And guess what happened? He chalked. Do not do that. Trust me, that's just karma. When you do, you have to do everything fucking perfect in this space where everyone swears you can't fucking win. But we win every fucking day, and no one believes it because they don't win. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Is, oh, they can't do it, nobody can. Like, yeah, I mean, I wish I could think like that, but I'm someone that holds myself accountable a little bit. You know, there's dudes in the Discord every day. Last night, fucking, we won 9 units. This fucking Uga's dumbass. Every fucking day, this guy. He said he was minus 1 units. 2 plays cashed. So he should have been up 9 units like everyone else. And then he came in. He was like talking like he's still minus 1 unit somehow. I'm like, this dude takes 0 fucking accountability. Everyone in the Discord knows him. He's a fucking clown. Then he started asking about Burger. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's 0 fucking accountability. Straight tism, bro. You got that Hell Baby piss tism, dude. Let's go. I love you, Hell Baby. Let's look at this one. Joey Dell. Mike Trout's down here, kind of popping. Doesn't clear. I don't think Joey Dell's a play. Let me check. So, by the way, like I said, 20 minutes later, those EV plays, they're not going to be EV anymore. That's kind of why they make money, because you're catching those odds before they move. Once they move, they're just break even at best. Probably gonna lose you money, especially if you're taking fucking unders. Let me see. See, I feel like I'm dropping just so many gems on here, and people are just gonna skip over this and learn absolutely nothing. And that's why they'll probably go through life like that. Instead of learning shit, they try to take the shortcuts, and you can't really. I don't know. You want to take shortcuts, you're probably not gonna fucking reap all the benefits. And gambling it's not easy. People don't want to listen to this shit. They just want the spoon-fed plays, but it's just not easy, dude. It's not that simple. There's a learning curve. You got to learn how to manage your units. You got to learn what to take. You got to learn not to tell people that don't track. You got to learn not to tell every fucking slip you see, because half of them are probably Photoshop. All right, so I got these EV plays. Now it's going to only ping odds that are profitable. So the EV floor is now 3. So they're saying that 0 through 3 was all noise. We were only pinging above 2, so I was actually ahead of the curve there. That's another thing. People are taking like 1% EV plays that just aren't profitable, but they swear they are, but they're not. I trust the actual tracking. You guys can trust whatever you want. I have 10 validated markets on here. I'm testing every fucking one, and it's just what it's telling me. I trust computers. I don't trust fucking humans. Unless they're tracking, you know what I'm saying? Unless they got proof. Alright, so this should make some money. Still good. Still going to be a good amount of props. Let me save this. Now it's going to automatically ping plays in the Discord. I do want... Let me know if you guys want a prize pick spot. I know prize picks... There's nothing really EV about prize picks, but I know motherfuckers love it. So I can go against my better judgment and give you guys one. Maybe a little parlay optimizer or some shit. You guys know me. I'm a salesman. I'll do anything for a couple more subs. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I don't give a fuck about subs. Don't care. I care about winning my subs money, though. That's all I give a fuck about. If you guys want to join, though, go sign up. Use that code Furnace. Get 50% off, or whatever one's in my fucking bio. Whatever. Find a code, dude. You really don't have to pay. You never have to pay 100%. If you are, you're just being fucking lazy. I don't feel bad. But I drop 50% codes off everywhere, and you can use them again. Most of them. And in Discord, even to my paying members, I fucking drop discounts to them just to be the homie. Most of them are like, by 2 months, you get a little extra. So you don't have to you don't have to pay full price ever. I'm always giving discounts. I know there's some people who they're betting a fucking dollar. Like, they don't want to pay that much, and it's hard to pay that off if you're betting a fucking buck. So the discounts are there if you want them. Now, if you're just making a fuck ton of money, I know a lot of you guys are making a fuck ton of money and betting. Like, if you're betting $10 in the Discord and you're up 300 units, you do the math there. You're up fucking $3,000. Like, you can, if that's the case, you can pay full price if you just want to be the homie, I know it sounds stupid, but sometimes, that's good karma. You know what I mean? If I'm cashing you out, show a little love. And that's good karma right there. It's going to come back around to you. That's why I do the discounts. I know if some people, don't deserve the discount. I know they ain't helping out around here, but I'll still give it because I'm a good guy. My shit, honestly, we made 9 units yesterday. If you're betting $10, you paid off the sub just yesterday alone. So it does pay itself off quick as long as you can put fucking $10 on a play. Which, if you can't, I would highly consider just like getting a side hustle, like getting the fuck off the couch. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear your fucking excuses. Get the fuck off the fucking porch. All right, go get it. Let's see here. Ryan Johnson, Robbie Ray, Joe Adele. Doesn't look like any of these Angels are plays here. You know, I watched a video last night. Sometimes I get into just like whatever. And he was talking about if he was poor, he would take out like a rich guy to dinner and buy him dinner. Like pay 50, $60, buy him dinner. Oh yeah, the rich guy should buy his dinner, but you want to fucking learn from that rich guy. You know what I mean? Sometimes in life when you want to get better at something, you got to buck up, you know? You got to make that sacrifice. You exchange a little for a lot in return. That's just my word of advice for today. For today, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's better to make that little investment. So now we do have. I'm seeing 15 plays now. Okay, so meat is on here. That looks good. Ramos is popping here. Holy shit. Weirdly not an official play. Neither is Casey. I bet with I don't know. Actually, I really don't know. I think it's the comb. Let's check. All right, so none of these are official right now. We'll just skip it. We'll come back to it. I'll tell you guys in a second. Toronto, Boston. I actually love that there's like no early plays, 'cause fuck early games. Like I'm I love I don't mind taking early games if they all start at the same time. You know, 'cause it's like at least a couple homers are gonna fucking hit in a row. But I hate when there's just like one or two games on. It's just not fun for me. I'm just sitting there like expecting homers to hit. We have one guy playing. It's just not that. It's not that entertaining. And also the early games, they just don't seem like they do as well. Something about that night air. I haven't figured out what it is, but it must be a little less like dense. Even though everything I know is it's less dense when it's hotter. So you would think the day games, but then I also think maybe it's not about the air. Maybe it's like seeing the ball at night's probably easier. Um, it might be the early game. There's like a little early game bump down, which is probably why Heliot Ramos is not a play. So this, you see this win flying out. I said it last night. Like Ramos, Schmidt, and Eldridge were all popping. Schmidt was like plus 400. So if I said if you take them all, you're probably gonna profit. And guess what happened? Casey hit a homer, so you did profit. Would you look at that? Okay, so Heliot Ramos is not an official play because it's a day game. His profile's strong. 15% barrel, .335 XWOA. Good EV, and the wind's blowing out. He passes every base filter. His comb is a fucking .04. I mean, everything is just looking good. The catch, it's a 405 game. So it's a little stricter. It's the comb. The comb basically needs to be a little higher than a .29. Let's see. So if he wasn't a day game, he would be a play. That's kind of one where it's up to you. I feel like again, this Ryan Johnson dude also doesn't have a ton of data, but you could see that little home run prone tag. You could see this green right here. His home run PA is at the tip. This day game filter might cut out a couple guys, but I don't hate them. So what would add Ramos is like negative a half a unit. So if we took him, he's in a negative half a unit spot. If he cashes, that spot becomes profitable. But it's also the ROI there right now is 0%. That's the problem. Do we waste time taking something that's 0%? All right, I'm gonna test this and see if we can find a way. And Schmidt, I mean both of them. I like them both. I'm not gonna trip over these bats though. It's also in a tough hitter or a pitcher's park. Toronto, Boston. Wind is coming in a little right to left. Dylan Cease, you don't want to play anyone versus Dylan Cease for real. Will Abreu 93 on here? So, part of me just wants to start degenning all the bangs like above an 80. I think you could make money. Yesterday, I think you would have made a little bit of money, but again, it's not. One day samples don't mean anything just because it happens in one day. Like, but it could. That's what I'm saying. If you want to like play this a little high risk, try to like expand your buck. That's the way to do it. But long term, you're not gonna make as much money. That's the problem. Now today, if you do it, and then tomorrow if you don't do it, and today it just fucking works out, and tomorrow like just the official list makes more money, then boom, kind of pays off a little bit. That's just gambling. If you want to fucking gamble on it, go ahead. Now these are all red as fuck. I would not do it on this one. All right. I mean, with this wind blowing out though, like I'll find a way to make those plays. We got see over here. We got to make sure it's profitable before we just blindly fucking take shit. And I know you guys are probably like, "What are the fucking plays, dude?" But guess what? If I ain't got 'em, I ain't gonna fucking just throw 'em out 'cause I don't just chalk 700 plays a day like some people. Like most people. Ty France here. .28 misses that cone value. Yuri Perez pitching. He does. Look at how red or green this is versus righties. I do like Ty France plus 625 too. Goddamn, this park is one of the worst fucking parks though. It's not looking good on making Ramos and Schmidt official plays. Griffin Conine looks pretty fucking good. I mean, he's been up here popping. He might actually not be playing. I don't see odds. Ty France looks solid. Fernando Tatis looks pretty fucking good. But the problem is, I don't think they're official plays. Tatis, I mean, I don't know why Tatis wouldn't be. Let me see. He might actually be. Did I say .34 comb? That must be why. But again, like, you see all that green when you see all these different factors contributing, like, my gut tells me that these are going to end up being profitable long term. Maybe we just need a couple more slates. But I'm going to go ahead and just wait. And if you do have a sharp model, sometimes taking more plays can help smooth out the variance a little bit. So, like, probably not going to make as much money in the long term, but you might have a little less, like, instead of hitting 50% of the days for homers, you might hit like 55%. But those days you hit, you're probably not going to win as much as us. So I don't really recommend it, but you also can consider running some of these for HRRs. Like, maybe they're not a play for homers. Maybe that's when you take the HRR when it's just missing. That way you can at least get it in, and it's just being a little safer. And maybe you should be like in Miami, where the fucking fence is 400 all around the fucking field or some bullshit. Maybe take the HRR. That way, when it's a double to the wall, you can get some kudos from it. I do kind of like that there's really no. I don't know if I like it, but this is probably an early game thing again, where this is just not making the early cut. Tatis. These dudes are hot right now. Padres are decently hot. At least their offense, maybe. So these fires mean that their barrel's up recently. And it does help. Like, I wouldn't be recency biased on much stuff, but this does help a little bit. No, Griffin Conine, let's just skip these. Let's move on. Whether or not those are going to be official, TBD, get in the Discord. Let's see. Reese Hoskins, 96 on here, but he does not pass all these gates. He needs a plus 320. Like, fuck that. He might go, though. Gabriel, again, like, maybe this is one. You just take the HR. I don't know. You do whatever you want. Junior Caminero. Now, he is an official play for sure. Plus 235. Wait. I got him last night at plus 330. I got him last night at plus 375. I said I'll drop the breakdown at 99 likes, and people want me to have to fucking. I gotta ping you 3 times to get there. Well, plus 375 now. Jesus. So this is gonna track the odds that, like, whenever I drop this, it's gonna track these odds. It locks them at like 12. So it's not just taking the fucking top the best odds. You know what I mean? I got that shit at 375. This shit would say 375 if that was the case. Mesa, .4 just misses some of these. Yeah, so Tatis is another one of those day game spots. But if that game was like, if that game was at night, he would be a play. And I don't know why they're not profiting as much, but they don't. And it was like this last year after we ran the numbers. Like, I think it's something to do with the shadows, possibly, or just like the way your eyes work with the sun. Like maybe your pupils get smaller or some shit to protect your eyes. It's a little harder to see. That could be scientifically proven. I have no idea. That might be sharp. I do like Ramos better than Tatis. Spend all this fucking time talking about it, and then we don't take it and they cash. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if it's even break even, like I'm gonna take it just to get a little sweat in. But right now it's not. I think maybe we should like implement something where if it's right there, like I'm completely willing to risk it on this model just because I feel like it's sharp enough to where you make money. But we'll come back to it later on. So Junior Caminero, he's still a play at 235, but or go on Novig and put in a 250. I bet you Novig's odds are way better. Let's see. I don't know where this is pulling from. So yeah, 277 on Novig. You might even be able to get like 300. I do want to get these out more, so keep them noties on. And whenever I post, chop chop. I'm a man of my word, and I also like if we can't show a little fucking effort around here, it's tough for me to just wake up and bust my balls. But I'll keep going for those who still got faith in me. I mean, we're only up fucking 300 units, but I don't fucking do all this photoshopping bullshit like all these other motherfuckers, and it's hard to compete with absolute fraud. So they don't like straight bets. They only like fucking dumbass parlays that are losing you money long term. Like they celebrate people that chalk them. It's hilarious. Cashing one fucking parlay means nothing. The exact buckets, units first. Ramos to day game co-money. Paying score plus 4.9 units, but on backfill. 0. We have forward on this. Well, Ramos and Schmidt look decent then. Okay, so Ramos and Schmidt are actually close. All right, so Tatis for sure skip because that spot's down 9 units. But Ramos and Schmidt, I think there's a spot up 5 units. So between that .4 and .5, co-money, that's fine. I'll fucking risk it on those. That's fine. So Junior, Ramos, Schmidt, I'm gonna go lock those in. And we had Ramos yesterday. He kind of owes us one. A lot of the times they cash the day after. Schmidt did cash for us yesterday, so I doubt he goes back to back, but I'll risk it. The wind's just fucking blowing out. I don't care. They get a hold of when it's going. All right, if one of them doesn't hit, we probably won't force this again. Pete Crow Armstrong. So these are some fades. Dansby Swanson. So you see down here is a 5. He is an official play actually. Plus 840 versus Paul Skeens. That's the only problem. But I talk about this a lot in streams too. Like most people's fucking problem when they bet is they just think, oh, this guy's the highest. I'm just gonna take him. And these odds could be minus 120, and your typical capper on Twitter is gonna still post it. Like they just don't track anything, so they don't see how much they're fucking bleeding. But they don't look at the odds, bro. Like you might as well delete the odds from this. They don't know what the fucking odds are. So Dansby, I mean, obviously he's like not a great homer play. It doesn't look good, but at plus 840, like there's always a fucking price. Everything's got a price, right? Like you're gonna tell me that if Dansby Swanson was plus 7,000, you're not gonna fucking take it? Like this could be plus 7,000, and these people on Twitter would not take it because it's not green. They need that green bar, bro, so they could fucking cook, bro. Like they have no idea what the fuck. Like that's the hit rate better. That's the microwave fucking brain. So Dansby does look fire. Plus 5. I guess this passes and this passes somehow. Maybe it's above 7. But he is on the list. And I did grab him. I don't love it just because it's against Paul Skeens. Like, obviously, it's risky. The wind's blowing out a little bit, though. It's 80. Paul Skeens been struggling. Like, there's a price. There's always a price. And Dansby Swanson, I mean, a couple weeks ago, he was like plus 450, and it was our wagon before the All-Star break. Esmeralyn Valdez, here's a guy that isn't going to be a play due to his plate appearances, but we've still been risking it. He's not going to be on the official list. I still think he's a good play. I'm going to sprinkle him. He's plus 255, though. Only problem, go get on Novig. Use code Furnace. Let's go see. Valdez. He's plus 300 on Novig. I like that. I'll put 50 on that. Go use that code Furnace. You get a free week. Atlanta, Baltimore. Matt Olson. Love it. This dude is my fucking guy on my fantasy team. So I'm a little biased, but he's also just our wagon. Hits a homer every fucking day. I bet him already. What did I get him at? I got him at plus 280. He is plus 265 here. Go on Novig. You can get him plus 280. Use code Furnace. I have to own this. The 40% I quoted was wrong. What? All right, well, now it's saying Ramos and Schmidt. I don't know. It's okay. So here I'll add them if they were on the back, but they're not. So they're break even. I'm gonna put in a rule where if it's like barely down money, we're gonna still fucking risk it because I do think that the model will overcome that, especially if those are negative. Because a lot of these almost plays that are like down like 1 unit, I mean, I'm right about most of the time where they fucking end up cash. It was like this with Casey Schmidt yesterday, and we ended up running some numbers. He ended up being on the official place. So really, I just got to spend a little more time on it. I'll find a way to make sure they look profitable. So Matt Olson looks good. Yes. See, this would be a fade for me. No green here, but Baldwin here pops up. 0.3, 0.41, 0.42. Brandon Young has a little green here versus the lefty. It's kind of green. It's like yellow. Plus 325 on Baldwin. I got plus 350, so go put an order in plus 350 on Novik. Use that code furnace. If you guys want a free week, there's multiple books you can sign up with. If you want one, I guess Sleeper Code Furnace, Chalkboard Code Furnace. There's a bunch. Anytime you sign up for a book, just send me a DM if you want a free week, and I'll give you a code. It's probably going to be Code Furnace. Quartzite Code Furnace. That's a good one. Not a lot of people are on there. Odds are okay. All right, Kobe Mayo here, 0.22. I don't see anything. Let's just look at Michael Harris for a second here. He does look fire. I don't know what's. Oh, it's that. It says bang, not high enough. Okay, that makes sense. See, Michael Harris again. His his comb money is the highest out of these three, so that's one that might become profitable. I don't know. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. I might just put a little bit on this. Like some of these ones that we're skipping over but still have a high comb money, I'm just going to put something super small on. So there's no plays over here. Bryce Elder's decent. 99 on the bang for Kobe Mayo. He's got to be a play, right? Maybe his pop's not high enough. See, that's one where that shit's so fucking high, he's probably going to hit. Come back to that one. He might be a late ad. This game's not till 6. Houston, Chicago White Sox, Jordan. Fucking popping classic for Sean Burke. We locked in some EV on Sean Burke last night. I actually have an R bot too where you can make free money if you're interested in free money. Now, there's a 5% EV on him. It was like plus money on 2 different books. You got to bet your whole bankroll on it and guaranteed a 5% increase in your bankroll. Um, yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat if you fucking like free money. If you want to up your bankroll 5%, just let me know. Now, getting it in is the hard part. You got to be fast. You got to be a fucking ninja, but it is possible. Junior Perez in 90 might be a little degen. If you like want to just be a dumbass and maybe take like HRR lays, maybe just go 80 and up and run a bunch of combos. I don't know. So Jordan didn't make the cut probably because he's a plus 240, but you could fucking get this dude at plus 250 on no big use co-furnace. Let me see here. Yeah, he passes everything. Let me go on Novik. So I think what it's doing now, instead of taking the top book, I think it's like combining a couple books. That way, it gets like more the consensus, which I kind of decided would be better for the tracking. Um, it's not going to be up as many units because it's not taking the best odds. But it looks like I think I did that yesterday because some of these we're finding better higher on Novig. Let me go look at Jordan. And if he was 250, I'm pretty sure he would be an official play. All right, actually, Jordan is. I'm gonna put a 250 order in, and we'll see if I get it. If you guys see Jordan any 250 anywhere, let me know. Doesn't look like any White Sox. Hunter Brown is like, he's a stud. He's been awful lately though, but usually he walks people. It's not even like him letting up hits. So I'll skip that one. Colorado, Milwaukee, Jake Bowers. This crosswind does not help him, but he does look good. We're taking that one for sure. Hunter Goodman looks like he doesn't make the comb. Might be. He's a 98 though on the bang, bro. Like, he's probably gonna hit a homer. I don't think he's official play, but kind of wish he was. Another one where you maybe just take the HRR if they're popping and you see all that green, maybe just take the HRR. I want to stop having it be green at 0.2. We got to have it 0.3 because this is making me want to take him when maybe he shouldn't be. We'll update it. You know, we evolve every single day here. This video's getting too long. It's been an hour, 10 minutes. Holy fuck. If you're still with me, shout out, you tap yourself on the back. Hopefully you fucking learn something. Hopefully I'm not just rambling like a dumbass. I do think that there's times, even though I am a dumbass, there's times where I can teach you something a little bit, Just 'cause you're a dumbass doesn't mean you can't be the fucking greatest gambler alive. You know what I'm saying? Jake Bowers. He is a play. Churio is also a play, I think. So you see 0.32, 0.31, 0.4. Let's see. Yeah, he's a play. That comb money is a 0.4. So I'll tell you guys what qualifies as a play when I post this. I'm actually checking right now. Yeah, maybe you gotta listen to the video to find out. Let's see. All right, so now Ty France is showing as a lean. So now I'm gonna put leans on the official card. They're not gonna count as official plays, but they're just gonna be on there. So this way we know. Since I'm changing the card midday, I'll relock the current core plus lean set. I do like Ty France. He's been on a heater. So this next game, did we miss any here? I don't think so. Give a couple more plays. We'll make the rest Discord only. Dodgers, Mets. Yesterday we had Alvarez was fucking popping on the model. Wasn't an official play, but you hopped in a stream. You fucking took that bitch most likely because we were hyping him up. William Contreras. All right, so William Contreras and Garrett Mitchell both actually made the cut. William Contreras here. Interesting. actually confused on how those are placed. So he made it in the value, but those look negative. We'll come back to those. So Dodgers, New York, Shohei .22, .29, .34. Plus 280. I did take this one too. Pretty sure. I think Mookie Betts last night was like plus 800 too. Was he on here? Yeah, I think he was a play last night, but it looks like it bumped a little bit. I actually don't mind that because Nolan McLean's pretty damn good. Especially versus righties. You see this tiny little red. Yeah, I'm good on that. Shohei is not a play either. At least not as of now. Is there any Mets? There's not Mets either. 86 Tyrone Taylor. Fuck that. So we got 2 games left. Nathaniel Lau. Again, you might see people telling you to take every fucking home run on the board. These people do not track. They do not profit. I guarantee you they don't, because you just don't make money at doing that. I've tried it. Trust me. We were taking like 40 guys at one point, and we did have a couple monster days. But the more we got into it, the more we tracked, the more I realized that, cutting it down is going to make us more money. Right now is a good spot. We have about 15 guys. So I'm doing my best to get us a couple more. Cincinnati at St. Louis. Hunter Green. Now he is not this bad. There's just like some guys just don't have a lot of data. He was hurt, so maybe he's just not in form. But I do think he finds it. He was fucking lethal for a while. I think he gets back there. Andre Palante. Do we have any Reds? No. We don't have any Cardinals either, so we don't have to worry about it. Jimmy Crooks looks good, but not a play. Seattle, Texas. Is this really the last game of the day? There must be a couple on this. Yeah, there is. Is Jock a play? No. Luke Raley looks pretty damn good. Oh, he's not a play either, though. No, who is a play is Dominic Canzone right here. 0.35, 0.46, 0.45. Plus 482. I'm going to go put that one in. Cal Raleigh is also a play here. I don't see how he is, though. Maybe he's not. We'll come back to that one. So I think the value on here is mislabeled. Probably gonna take Cal later on, but plus 300. Honestly, he's been asked this year. It's not really speaking to me. Jock Peterson looks solid again. Like, you guys can take these HRRs and these higher guys. Brandon Emo, he's got great fucking everything. Might want to take his HRR too. I mean, that's the whole fucking slate. I don't want to steal any more of you guys' time. You guys want a little extra, when some want to hop in the stream. It's always a vibe in there. We get a couple of different co-hosts up there. Shout out my boy Sir Hands. I mean, even Hell Baby. Shout out Hell Baby for popping up. Catman and Div, all the goats. Zach, if you ever want to fucking come back, let me know. Fucking Zach, dude. He's been a ghost this last week or two. Everyone tag Zach. Tell him happy birthday. It is his birthday. Everyone say happy birthday, Zach, in the comments. All right. Let's do a little giveaway for the people still here at the end of the video. Comment the final score of the Seattle-Texas game. First person to comment the final score, you got to say Seattle 6, Texas 4. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just do 6-4. So, Seattle 6, Texas 4. If you get it right, you win $50. And first comment who gets it right wins. Now, it'll always show you as the top comment, so only I can see like the real order. If you get it right, I'm gonna send you 50 as long as you comment first. So make sure you go comment as soon as you hear this. Now, the score that I would project. That's a good question. So we got Eovaldi versus Brian Wu, Jock Peterson. These all look pretty low. I'm gonna say it's gonna be like probably 7, 8 runs. I'm going to say 7 runs. We're going to go. We're going to say 4-3. Who's going to win here? I'd say Wu has an edge. Stingy home run prone. We probably got to go with the Wu. Looks like Seattle's going to win 4-3. All right, that's your guess right there if you want a good guess. Let's see if that happens. All right, peace out, folks. Good luck out there. Hopefully this helped. Comment if you got any ideas. You want me to change something? I don't know. If you fucking hated the video, let me know. If you fucking loved it, let me know. All right, peace.